reflections. Yeah. And since you've been gone, I've been trying to fix me. And I'm getting there. Yeah, I'm getting there. Lately I've seen you on television. Yeah, it feels like I'm watching you from a prison. And I want to roll myself in my head.
What up, what up, what up? Oh yeah, let's get it. What's up, Eagle Nations fans? And welcome to the Fan Cave, where it doesn't matter where you live, as long as Eagle pride and Eagle green is what you give. I'm your host, OGP, and you know the deal. It's time to get real. You see the ticker and the thumbnail, so now you know it's time to show one more video. Please like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell. Send any of your questions, comments, or concerns to our email that is attached to on the screen. Listen, I am excited about this week and this opportunity. I know everybody talks about the Eagles are a system team, and it doesn't matter who you stick in there, that they're going to be able to work and they're going to be able to be successful. Chris Sims is the main one that was the proponent of that idiotic thought process. And so they think that Gardner Minshew, and there's people still thinking that Gardner Minshew can go out there and do what Jalen Hurts has been able to do. It's not possible. He's not that kind of quarterback. He's really not. I mean, we could see the last game against Dallas where he got walked down by Micah Parsons on a play where he should have got the first down. Minshew is not Jalen Hurts. And for some reason, people want to say that Jalen Hurts should sit it out. He should sit out this game. I'm of the opinion he should not. He should not sit it out. Why? Why should he not sit out tomorrow? This is why I think he should play. I think he should play because any other MVP quarterback candidate is not sitting. Well, let's look at it. Josh Allen had an elbow problem. Did he sit out? No. You had Joe Burrows had a rib or chest issue. Did he sit out? No. You had Aaron Rodgers had a thumb issue. Did he sit out? No. I mean, even if they didn't sit out, and it was an argument or some kind of debate as to whether his backup can do the job as well as any of these guys. But only Jalen Hurts gets this kind of scrutiny that would dare even mention remotely that Minshew is anywhere near the quarterback that Jalen Hurts is. Wait a minute. Isn't Jalen Hurts an MVP candidate? I mean, why is there such a question as to that Gardner can do just as good of a job? Well, he had a chance. He had a chance. He didn't do it. I don't care what the reason is. He didn't do it. We lost the game that he was QBing. You can blame it on Miles Sanders. You can blame it on Quez Watkins. You can blame it on the defense. But the quarterback gets the credit when they win and the blame when they lose. So that is to say that Minshew was not able to get the job done. I don't care how many points he put on the board. Yeah, he put on 34 points, but it wasn't enough. It was not enough. So I say that Jalen Hurts needs to play tomorrow. I say he needs to play tomorrow for a number of reasons. He needs to play, first of all, because he needs to show the rest of the league that he's back. Second of all, we need that first round draft pick that we're getting from New Orleans. We need to ensure that we get a decent, not just a decent, but a top 10, top 5 pick as a result of our first round draft pick that we're getting from them. And the way we ensure that, or the way that we increase the chances of that, is to beat them and to put our best men out there, not to just go out there and try to, get ready for the playoffs. No, you play to win the game. You play to win the game. And if you lose a game that you play to win, I can go with that. I can get with that. I don't have a problem with that. But the way that the game is being played now, it's being feminized to the point that there is no masculinity in the game. Everybody's scared to get hurt. That's part of the game. and you get up, you dust yourself off like Jalen Hurts has done, and he comes back and he should play tomorrow. He should play tomorrow. Not only that, should we play him because we want to get that increase, that better first round draft pick, but we need that first seed. We need that first seed for this playoff season. And we need to ensure it right away. Not the last game. We need to make sure of that and ensure that tomorrow. Tomorrow. Not next week, tomorrow. Now, let me say this. Our strategy, before I get into the strategy, I need to say this. And I've said this before. I've said this at the beginning of the season. This is not going to go over well. But I'm going to tell you this. Lane Johnson is a problem. And if you look at his history, it goes back to when the guy from Kelly was here. Lane Johnson he's been popped twice or maybe even more for performance enhancers. He's been injured every year. Every year Lane Johnson gets injured and spends some time where he's not playing. I don't care. You don't get sacks when you're not playing. So, yeah, he may not have been getting sacks or giving up sacks, which I don't believe is true. But you don't get sacks when you don't play. And he has set out games every year for the last 5 years. 5 years. 3 to 5 years, he's set out some games every single year. And it goes back to when he got the PED, performance enhancing drugs, that got him set down for some games. So it goes all the way back. I think it's time to move on from Lane Johnson. I think that. Some people say, "Oh, well, he's the best left tackle or right tackle in football." Okay, he may have been, but he's not playing, and he gets hurt every year, every single year. Okay, so let's talk about this secondary. Slay, who has a podcast, needs to put the podcast down and get on the field because he's definitely having a poor second half of the season. And I believe that Slay got hurt the first Dallas game on that prior to that pick that he had in the end zone. I think he was hurt. He got hurt during one of those plays. He hasn't been the same since. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. Bradbury been outplaying him. If Slay was Slay, I think Slay would have intercepted that 3rd and 30 last week. But he wasn't even able to get back there because he's not well. So he's mouth, but I don't see a lot of mechanics. Not right now. I believe is hurt. I believe Bradbury is the number one cornerback for us. I believe he's the number one cornerback. I think that he should be playing the top receiver on the opposite team. I don't think it should be Slay. I don't think it should be Slay. I don't think Slay should be a captain. He doesn't carry himself like a captain. He doesn't play like a captain. He doesn't tackle, right? He's getting out of the way. He doesn't show captain mentality like a Kelsey. He doesn't show it. He doesn't like a Jalen Hurts. He doesn't show it. Okay, so what else? I want to say this. I think I think that Gardner Minshew is going to be Gardner Johnson is going to be out, but I'm hoping that he's back by at least the last game, but they probably will save him and put him on the shelf until the playoffs. Same way with Maddox. I hope Maddox can come back, but it doesn't look like that he will, at least from what's being said. But I'm hoping that, this opportunity doesn't come very often in a player's career. And if you can make it back, you should make it back. Lane Johnson is even showing that. He's going to put off surgery to try to play. Whether he'll be able to do it, I don't know. Only Lane knows that. But, Maddox, if there's anything that he could do to get back on the field, he should, because this may not be his opportunity to get to this level again may not happen anymore in his career. You don't want to pass that by. Okay, so let's look at our strategy. Our strategy for this game, I think the biggest thing is going to be our running game. If Jalen Hurts plays, I think that we'll have the advantage in the running game. If we don't, we got Miles hurt. I don't know how reliable that is, but he's supposedly hurt. He's wearing a knee brace after the fumble. Whereas, it's the first time I see a knee brace all season long. But he knows that fumble was costly last game against Dallas. He knows, and he's fumbled the last 2 games. After going the whole season without a fumble, I was just getting used to his dependability as a running back of holding on to the ball. And I'm right back to where I was last year now, questioning whether he's going to hold on to the ball. I really am. I'm questioning whether he's going to hold on to the ball. But so if Jalen Hurts doesn't play, then our running game is going to suffer because we're going to have to depend on guys that are coughing up the ball. These guys are coughing up the ball. So, but we're going to have to run it. We're going to have to run it. I think also that I believe our passing game will be a threat. I think it'll be a threat if whoever's there, Gardner or Jalen. I believe that Minshew will be less of a threat in the running game without a shadow of a doubt. And he's going to be more of a pocket passer, and he's going to be right there where these linebackers in the rush can get to him. So my desire is to see Jalen Hurts play. Now I want to commend our front seven. Our front seven needs to be pat on the back. Hassan Reddick is the number 3 is ranked number 3 among quarterback sacks. I think he's one of the top linebackers in the league. He's got 14 sacks. Most of his sacks have come in the second part of the season, and I think that's more valuable than getting a bunch of sacks in the first half of the season like Micah Parks has done. But anyway, I'm excited. I'm looking for our running game to make a big difference. I'm looking for Jalen Hurts to play. I'm looking for our defense to bounce back. Not so much our front seven. It's the secondary. The secondary has been hurting us. It's been hurting us. I thought with Maddox coming back, it would be better, and it was, because Maddox was getting home. He was getting home. He really was, but he's out again. He's a little guy playing a tough position, and it's not easy to not get hurt playing his position. But I'm picking us to win this game. I really am picking us to win this game. I'm looking for our defense to get at least 6 sacks, and I'm going to go with a score of, I'm going to say 27-10. 27-10. If Jalen Hurts plays, I would say that's going to be 34-10. 34-10. All right. So, but if Jalen doesn't play, 27. So Jalen is in my, more than a 6.5 point better to the team. I think he's 7 points or more or plus. So I'm looking forward to this game. 1:00. We're going to be at it. I'm looking forward to seeing if I think everyone is waiting with bated breath to see if Jalen Hurts plays. I listen to all of the prognosticators, these YouTubers, the content creators, and most of them think that he's not going to play. I would not be surprised at all to see Jalen Hurts play. I really, really think that it makes sense for him to play more than it does for him to sit out. He can sit out 2 weeks. Next, he can sit out 3 weeks. He can sit out next week and the 2 weeks, I believe it is, before he plays again in the divisional. So I'm excited. I'm excited, and I hope you are too about what our team is doing. We're on the brink of getting the sack, breaking the sack total for our franchise. I believe it's with 1 or 2 sacks we'll break the record, and we need a little help to get the all-time sack title. I think it's more like 12. So if we get 6 and we get 6 the following week, which is be highly unlikely because they'll probably sit all the guys once we win it tomorrow. But anyway, I appreciate you. I like, again, if you would like, share, hit the subscribe, most importantly, and hit the notification bell. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you see the email address. So until the next time that we come together, this is OGP bidding you a peace, power, and eagle pride. We'll see you later.